Do you also feel like that sometimes? You read the title of a presentation and your mind already switches off because you think the topic is not exciting. Your audience's preconceptions about certain topics can be a real challenge. That is why it is so crucially important that you build excitement around your topic right at the start. How can you do that? You will find out in this video. The other day I got a presentation from Tim. The topic was hedge funds. And even though I live in Frankfurt and even visited the construction site of the European Central Bank, the topic is not exciting for me at first. Not my world. What is a hedge fund? And how does it differ from other investments? That doesn't sound exciting to me. Then I did some research to prepare for this talk. And I have to say, the topic is not boring at all. On the contrary, there's an enormous amount of money in hedge funds, and they can have a massive influence on our economy. A famous example was the hedge fund manager George Soros, who bet against the British pound back in 1992 with a lot of money from the fund, and as a result, the British currency was massively devaluated. Why not go in with a story like that? Also exciting, start with a guessing game. Who is this man? While you are guessing, you may want to subscribe to not miss any updates. This man is Ray Dalio. Nobody knows him. But he's one of the richest people on the planet and manager of the largest hedge fund in the world, Bridgewater Associates, with a volume of $110 billion, so almost 1.5 times P&G's net sales last year. Ooh. What does Ray Dalio do with all his money? And what distinguishes his investments from other investments? Let's take a closer look at that today. And there is tension already, don't you think? Dig deep, find a story, find some numbers, and your chances increase that your audience listens to you. I won't go into detail of Tim's slides today. What caught my attention though were the 3 slides at the end. Here Tim gets ready for the grand finale. Perfect. I think that not only the beginning of a presentation should be exciting, but also the end. Because the truth is, the beginning determines whether people will listen to you. The end determines whether people will remember you. Tim repeats his initial question once again. I think that is very good. Firstly, it builds up tension. And secondly, it leads the audience back to the core of the presentation. And then, well, comes this slide. Sorry, Tim, I didn't get it right away. My impression, this simply repeats what was explained in the presentation. But I don't see a concrete answer to this initial question. And maybe this is because of the initial question itself. If I only ask in general what hedge funds are and how they differ from others, what should a concrete conclusion look like? Therefore, my tip, ask a very specific question in the beginning that creates tension. Then you can get to the grand finale at the end by answering this question. Maybe you could ask, should I invest my money in hedge funds? This would create excitement, engage your audience personally, and you could still make your content points of what a hedge fund is and how it differs from others. Or, if your audience is already knowledgeable about the topic, you could ask whether hedge funds should be fully allowed in Germany or not. To my knowledge, that is not yet the case. No matter what kind of question you ask, it should allow for a concrete answer at the end. If that's not possible, don't build up tension at the end that you can't resolve. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Even though I am not an investment manager, I think the investment in your presentation skills will pay off. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, and send me your questions and feedback.